go down the line and introduce yourself and what your role is.
Hey everybody, I'm Claire Stoshek. I'm the new Bike Library Director.
I'm Alicia Dvorak, and I'm the Education and Open Shop Coordinator.
I'm Julia Wells. I am the Board Treasurer.
Heather, I'm Hillary Convoy. I'm the Volunteer Open Shop Coordinator.
I'm John Craning. I'm the old lead bike mechanic for the Bike Library and now the program associate too.
Micah Thompson, I'm the repair coordinator.
I'm Brad Chodrick, I'm on the board.
I'm Louis House-Prokop, I'm the board HR rep.
I'm Matt Schmidthiel, I'm on the board.
And I'm Chad Sylvain, I'm the last board member in this in line.
Hi again, my name is Jason Tansman. I'm the Development and Outreach Coordinator. I'm a staff member. So what we're going to do is give a few briefs, kind of updates about our programs. Claire is going to start with talking a bit about the Community Partners Bike Library.
All right. So real quick, the Community Partners Bike Library, for those of you who don't know, it's a program of Sibley's. It's funded with support from Bike Walk Twin Cities, and it provides 220 fully accessorized bikes available on a 6-month loan to low-income members of the community and others who are traditionally marginalized from the mainstream bike movement. So we do this by creating partnerships with other community organizations who are doing amazing work in the community, and they help us identify participants. And last year, which was the first year of this program, we lent out 150 bikes. 85% of the people who participated reported that they always enjoyed their bike, and 85% also reported that they found financial and health benefits from riding a bike. 25% of the participants had never ridden before, so the program helped introduce them to the world of cycling. And apart from opening up the world of cycling to individuals, we're also working with community partners to do that. We're spreading the word. For example, Hope Communities is one of the organizations we've worked really close with, and they've integrated the bike library with a lot of skill into their broader programming, and now they see biking as part of their ongoing long-term programming. So that's really exciting to us to kind of spread that word around. Just to give you a sense of what people are saying about the bike library, one bike library participant said, "I used the bike instead of taking the bus and saved money. I went to library, college, stores, and many places. I became healthy and learned a lot about how to ride in the street with traffic." And Perla Montoya, who was just at our first orientation session, which was last Saturday when we gave out 14 bicycles at Clues on Lake Street, she said she's really grateful for the Community Partners Bike Library because she can't afford her own bike, and she plans to commute with that bicycle from her home in St. Paul to Minneapolis every day. So that was really exciting for us to hear. Volunteers are involved as well. One of them told us, "The bike library has given me a great deal of satisfaction, both by opening up a new field of interest for myself and by allowing me to help others with transportation needs." So this year is shaping up, 2011, to be really good. We're increasing the number of bikes available on loan, and we're greatly increasing the number of programs from bike rides, mechanic workshops, cycling, and traffic skills. We're going to have programming at least once a week for Bike Library participants, and so this will build community, build skills, and build more advocates for biking in the community. We're also going to have a graduation celebration for people who successfully complete the program. So it's going to be September 24th, if you remember, right here at the same time. And we invite the whole community to come and celebrate people who have graduated from the Bike Library. And volunteering, we're expanding our volunteer opportunities. We invite you to be involved either in the mechanic aspects or helping to lead a ride or helping us create curriculum. So come talk to me afterwards if you're interested in volunteering with the Bike Library. Finally, I would like to announce good news that the board of TLC has granted the Community Partners Bike Library additional funding for the season to help better programming, as well as for us to purchase bike carriages, because there's a lot of demand from parents that they need a way to carry their kids around while they bike. And also an extension for the Bike Library for 2012. So we're really happy with the news, and thanks so much for coming and helping to support us.
Sure. If you've got daytime volunteer hours and have mechanic skills, the Bike Library is for you. Regular Sibley programs tend to be closed in the daytime for volunteers, but I'm always open for more volunteers.
Alicia?
Okay, I didn't write anything down, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about our Earn a Bike program. We've always had an Earn a Bike program as a way for people who can't to get a bike without having to buy one. In the past, it's been just kind of a work trade. Put in so many hours, you get a bike worth that many hours. We decided one of our main focuses here at Sibley is education. You know, we're a learning space, a teaching space. We really value teaching people how to fix their own bikes and gain that knowledge for themselves. So we decided to kind of revamp our Earn a Bike program. It's brand new for this year. It involves, so participants are going to like take some classes and a volunteer orientation, and then as well as putting in some work trade. So it's a way to still maintain that Earn a Bike program so people can get a bike if they can't afford one, but also like give them a way to learn more as they do that and to really be involved with Sibley. We've already seen people who've gone through that program. Some of them are here tonight. Then stick around, and we love them and they love us. It's great. That's all.
Micah is going to talk about our youth programs.
So youth programs are a core part of what we do here at Sibley. Our mission is to make bikes accessible to people, and obviously youth are an essential part of expanding the bike movement. We're very excited with the programs that we are able to offer. We offer junior mechanics classes. We offer those through the Connections, which is a program with the St. Paul Public Schools, through community education, through other strategic partnerships. Typically those are an Earn a Bike program. The students get to come, take a series of classes, and in the end they get their own bike. We also offer a more advanced class as well. And this year, we're really excited to be able to offer an apprenticeship program, which is going to be running from June 20th through August 12th. And it's a paid apprenticeship to help teach youth about the bike business, about being a bike mechanic. So they'll learn skills. They'll get to go out into the community and see what other bike shops are like. It's a way to both foster people's individual skills and also teach them more about the broader bike community. So we're really excited about the programs we're offering. We get to offer youth programs throughout the year, and we're always expanding.
And Hillary can talk about some volunteer opportunities.
Yeah, so volunteers have been and continue to be critical to the mission and the successes at Sibley. In fact, in 2010, there were over 400 volunteers that contributed over 100 hours per week collectively at Sibley, which is huge. I know a lot of you volunteers are here today, so thank you to all of you for contributing your time. We're always So volunteers will tell you that volunteering is an awesome way to be a part of a great community, to help others and to build new skills. So if you want to be involved, there's several different ways to get involved based on your interest. We, like Claire and John have said, volunteer at the bike library. You can help staff open shop hours, hands-on bike mechanics work. You can help co-teach some of the youth and adult classes we have. We always need help with grant writing. So basically, if you want to be involved, we'll figure out a way to put you in. If you're interested, come to me today to indicate it on the sign-in sheet. Or every Monday night, 3 to 9, all the volunteers are here. So it needs to be done. So hope to meet some of you, and I look forward to being part of the team.
Yeah, something Hillary touched on. Make sure to sign in. If you haven't signed in, do it before you leave, just so we have your contact info. I'm going to talk for a brief minute about our strategic plan. From November 2010 through February 2011, sibley-bike-depot underwent a strategic planning process, during which time we evaluated our work since we moved to University Avenue in March of 2008, about 3 years ago, and we articulated a roadmap to guide our work for the next 3 years through 2013. The process was guided by a skilled facilitator and organizer named Autumn Brown. And the process included a community and volunteer input night, a strategic planning retreat with board, staff, volunteers, and community accountability partners. And it included a collaborative writing and review process. So we tried to make the entire process inclusive of all of the different stakeholders in our organization, all the different people who make Sibley-Bike-Depot what we are as a community-led space. Out of this process emerged a strategic plan with 4 core goals, and I'm going to go ahead and read them to you because we want you all to know what we're trying to do, and we want you all to help hold us accountable to making sure we stay in line with what we've all agreed and what we're all trying to do. Our first core goal, number 1, is to build a well-organized and efficiently structured volunteer system which engages a diverse volunteer base, builds leaders, and increases the capacity of the organization to fulfill its mission. Core goal number 2 is to host effective, sustainable, diversified, and fully funded programs that educate and empower people to use bikes as transportation. Core goal number 3 is to develop a healthy, sustainable organizational structure to engage board, staff, and volunteers, including clearly defined roles and responsibilities, robust systems of accountability, and comprehensive and transparent documentation. Our core goal number 4 is to establish and maintain robust partnerships in the community that will enable Sibley-Bike-Depot to utilize community resources to accomplish our goals and expand collaborative programming into other spaces in the surrounding community. So we have copies of these if anyone is interested. It's on our website. We want you to be active and engaged in the process of checking in with us and holding us accountable. So the next agenda item, I want John Carlson to come up here for a quick second. We just wanted to take a minute and say a thank you to John, who's been one of the key people who has stewarded Sibley-Bike-Depot in our transition and evolution over the last 5 years since John's been involved. John got involved in January of 2006 from being a volunteer, became our board president. The organization was kind of at a rough patch, at a real transition moment. At that moment when John got involved, John's put countless hours fixing bikes, teaching classes, and helping really to re-envision the organization as a community bike space that's open to everyone. John's been a leader in the organization, a keeper of our vision. He's been involved in programming, financial management, grant writing at various moments. John, you've helped to lead every area of this organization. John resigned his position after 5 years on the board in order to pursue some exciting new opportunities. John and his wife Heidi are looking to move up north to near Hinkley and starting a bed and breakfast and organic CSA farm. John, you've been a passionate, visionary leader of this organization since before I've been involved, since before many of us, most of us in this room have been involved. You've been a leader. You've done so much to help make this organization what it is today, and I just want to offer the biggest thank you from the bottom of our organizational heart.
When I resigned, I actually started crying, so I'm not going to say too much here. But, I've been heavily involved and committed a huge number of hours, and I think what you see here and the experience people get is why I did it. So, actually, Andrew Kabrick is right there. He was the president when I became president. He roped me in and had me pulling bikes out of the woods.
I remember those early days. I felt such a sigh of relief when you came into the organization because I knew I could step back and resign, just like you get to resign now and hand it off to good, skillful shepherding.
And yeah, the Sibley-Bike-Depot is in a great place, a lot of great people, so thanks to all of you too. And thanks to everyone for your
the first time in the history of our organization, we did a presentation that took less time than we had planned for. So this was the goal. All we had to say, come find any of us to ask us questions. We want you all to meet each other and share and mingle and tell your stories and hang out for as long as you want. There's plenty of food. Alicia and Mike are going to be doing like a photo booth next door. And Devin. And yeah, thank you all. Thank you all again for coming. It really means a lot to us to see all the different people that come together that help make sibley-bike-depot what it is.